A lot of fun in the snow, but yo. Well, hi, and welcome to Behind the Spires. I'm Ed.
Hi guys, I'm Molly, and we are your friendly city government employees.
Yes, and come join us behind the Spires, where we will bring the business of Frederick forward, highlighting updates on Frederick's projects, policies, and events.
I like how you go forward each time. So we're here with a very special Snow Day edition.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to say that I'm happy about it, but I'm not, because I am severely over the snow. When that little rat, Puxatawny Phil, came out and told us it was going to be 6 more weeks of winter, I was not a happy camper.
He's a groundhog.
Well, listen, I'll be nice to him because he's a new dad. But other than that, I'm not very happy with him. But we wanted to bring you some snow updates because we get a lot of questions from residents that are frequently asked. So we wanted to kind of put together this special edition of Behind the Spires to answer some of your questions.
Yeah, and if you're not watching us on video, you can catch our lovely mugs on YouTube at City of Frederick, Maryland. Of course, you can also listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, and all the other podcasting services. And if you have one that you listen to that you'd like to listen to us on, let us know. Email us at behindthespires
at cityoffrederickmd.gov. What are you most excited about the snow?
What am I most excited for? I like the look of the snow until it gets plowed.
And I hate the feel and the cold. So I'm glad we'll have a very pretty day potentially. But we're very excited. We also have a very special guest to bring us some answers to those frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
You may know her.
I may.
She may sit up here on the 3rd floor with us.
I may sit across from her.
What a wonderful view. Talk about a beautiful look. We have Chowan Brightful who's going to be joining us. Yes. So stick around. We'll be right back.
When a snow emergency event is declared for the city of Frederick, help out the city and your neighbors by staying informed, keeping snow emergency routes clear of cars, and following city guidelines for private property responsibilities. Visit cityoffrederickmd.gov/snow, download the iSpires app on your smart device. By working together, we can keep the city of Frederick looking majestic during the winter season and safe for all who need to travel.
Fault. I'm fine with it.
Flip it and reverse it. It'll be my fault. It's fine.
Hey guys, and welcome back, and welcome to Chowan Brightful.
Thank you.
Chowan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Before we get into some frequently asked questions about the snow, we just wanted to go over a few reminders, a few house cleaning for snow days in the city. The most important thing is to remember to stay safe, take necessary precautions, and remember to review your own property owner responsibilities. You can do that on our website. And remember to connect with the city to stay in the know.
Yeah, you can sign up through the Frederick County Emergency Notification System, frederickcountymd.gov/alert.
Sounds great.
Sounds great.
Sounds informational.
Information.
So, Chowan, you know everything. And that's why we've invited you here today.
Okay.
We're hoping you can answer some snow questions for us. And we get a lot of these questions. We got a couple to our email, behindthespires@cityoffrederick.md.gov. And the first question is about the term snow emergency. So I've heard the term snow emergency. How do these work?
So this happens when obviously a storm is coming through and the mayor declares a snow emergency. It's at least 2 hours before everything is supposed to be removed, things off the street.
Okay.
So it's 2 hours before. So you have 2 hours to get everything together.
Okay. So that's when you have to remove your
vehicles from the certain emergency routes. And P.S., the garages are normally free during those times. So if you live downtown, you can put the car in the garage until the snow emergency is lifted.
Okay.
That's
and
awesome.
I did see on social media, someone had a question about snow emergency routes. How do you know if you live on a snow emergency?
You can literally look at the signs on the street.
That's a good reminder.
And you can go on the website and it maps it out for you.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Now, why does it take so long for crews to plow my street?
Well, your street.
Ed in particular.
Okay.
My street in particular.
So you're saying if you live off as a side street?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are 5 tiers to this. So first, they have to salt the streets. Second, they have to do the emergency routes. So the emergency routes are the main arteries in and out of the city or in and out of any city, town, place. So they have to do those first. So if there's anything happening, people are able to get in and out. So we just want to be safe first. The third tier is collector streets. So the plowing of snow on collector streets and eventually local neighborhood streets, which might be a side street for you within the city. Then 4 is hauling and cleanup. So they haul away the snow, they clean up and do that. And then the 5th is recovery. So that's the final cleanup of the problem areas as necessary.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
My street is important too.
Every street is important, but they have to do it in a certain way so everyone's safe and they don't run into anything and they just make sure that they get the main areas first.
It's not personal. It's not personal.
It's not. It really isn't. They're just doing their
The
jobs.
plow drivers.
That's right.
Specifically.
Stay away from Ed Street. So another big question we get is, does the city shovel all the sidewalks? Because we want to make sure that Frederick stays like a walkable community.
Right. That is a good question. So the city will shovel the city prioritized sidewalks first and then businesses.
Okay.
Yes. And then it's up to residents to shovel their sidewalks. And I believe they have 12 hours to shovel their sidewalks after the snow stops falling.
Okay. So if it's like a city-owned like park or area.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. That makes sense.
Now, I know the city uses salts on the roads and everything.
Yes.
Can I use like de-icer on my street?
You can. And I don't know off the top of my head which de-icers you can use, but there are certain ones that you can use that are better for the environment. But yes, you can use de-icer. I just don't know which ones they are.
And those can be found, I think we
on the
use
website.
those on our website.
Probably.
Guys, you should go to our website for everything.
Everything.
It's got a lot of information.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you also do a lot of the social media stuff. So you will put up a reminder on Facebook.
I will.
Too, right?
I will. Yep.
Okay. So people can go there for
Yes,
updates
ma'am.
as well.
Mhm.
Okay. So how else can residents stay informed?
I believe there is, so you can use the iSpires app. Please use the app. It helps you. It is very informative. It's super helpful. It's very user-friendly, but it helps you know like what streets the snow plows have already plowed. It helps you know, I believe it tells you if you're on a snow emergency route, what street you're on, when they're coming to you. And there's also a snow emergency line, and I think it is, I can't remember the telephone number.
You guys, I found it. It's 301-600-SNOW.
Yes.
Which is 301-600-7669. I wrote it down. So you can call, and you can also, like we said, follow like the social media and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Now, this fragile young body here has maybe pulled a muscle or two to watch 21.
I see it.
How can residents stay safe from actually shoveling?
Yeah, you have to take care of yourself. So when you go out, don't try to be a superhero. Take it one thing at a time and don't shovel all at once, but definitely bend your knees, don't strain your back, and push. Don't pick it up and just push the snow.
It's probably my problem that I lifted.
You lift it.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, something that I do forget because it's like so wet outside when it's snowy is to stay hydrated.
100%.
Like, I feel like I go out there, I do not wear breathable layers. I just pile on like as many sweaters as I can and I don't drink water.
Yes.
And then I wonder why.
And you want to keep your feet dry. So make sure that you wear breathable
Drinking the
shoes.
snow.
You can't? Strange. Okay.
And snow falls from the sky. It picks up all the particulates in the air. So if you live in a really congested city, you're getting all that in your snow. And that's not good eats.
You guys, he's dropping real knowledge. I thought he was going for a joke there.
I got to keep you on the toe.
Okay, so is there anything else snow related we need to go over? Stay safe. Check the website. Lift with your knees, not your back. All that kind of good stuff.
Yes.
We will get to sidewalks that the city owns, but property owners and business owners are responsible for their sidewalks.
Yes.
Okay. So, Chowan,
Yes.
you are a community engagement specialist.
I am.
So you do a lot of the forward-facing stuff in the community, and you are a NAC coordinator.
I am.
Tell us what NAC means and what it is.
It is. Good question. It is Neighborhood Advisory Council.
Okay.
There are 12 of them. One is inactive, but it's where residents and neighborhoods come together and they meet and they talk about city services, citywide things that are happening that are important citywide.
Yeah.
And they just come and discuss and they learn about things and it gives them opportunity to get out their opinions, get out their questions. And that's where you come together and do it.
I love it.
Now, is it NAC or is it NAC? Do people actually call it NAC?
I've heard it both ways, but I'd usually just say NAC.
Okay.
But you can call it whatever you like.
Now, these meetings that you guys do, what are some of like the hot topics that actually come up during these things?
That's a really good question. I feel like citywide, there's a couple, but I'll name the top three. Planning-wise, developments. Developments are a major part of questions and concerns that are asked, which, by the way, every third Monday, the planning department has a community outreach meeting at City Hall from 6 to 8, and that's where you can go to get more information on planning. Yes.
So what they want to know, like, what developments are coming?
Correct.
Okay, got it.
What businesses are popping up in their city or their part of the city, their neighborhood, but you have to go to these meetings and speak your piece on Mondays, every third Monday.
Okay, I really actually, because I've seen some of the NAC meeting minutes, and it was like, hey, these are the new businesses that are popping up. So that's really cool.
Yes.
Because otherwise you would maybe hear about it like online or social media or whatever, but this is where you can like hear that it's coming and they're here.
Right, or a podcast.
Ooh. Okay, sorry. So
No, you're fine.
planning, what else do they talk about?
Another major topic that comes up often is safety. So it deals with safety, like traffic safety. So speeding is a major concern throughout the city. I know we're growing and I know the police do their best, but they can't be in all places at once. So speeding is definitely a major concern. Another topic that comes up deals a lot with code enforcement. So it's about like, recycling bins being left on sidewalks, cars parking where they're not supposed to be parked, things being in the street, trash, anything like that. So those are the three major things I normally hear about.
And do you ever have like a police officer come, like a Frederick Police Department person come and like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we do. So each NAC has about 3 liaisons from the Frederick Police Department, and they come to every meeting, and we let them do a police report at the beginning of every meeting. So it's like a monthly police report put together where there's statistics on robberies, auto thefts, if the statistics have increased from last year, and people are able to ask the police questions, which I think they enjoy. So that's at the beginning of every NAC meeting.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I gotta go to these NAC meetings.
Right? Come on.
Okay, so when people come to the NAC meetings, is it a time to get consensus? Like, do you vote on stuff, or is it mainly an avenue for folks to like get updates and share concerns?
It is the latter. So
Okay.
it's more like a discussion. And if there's things happening, I know the engineers come to a lot of them to say like, for example, in NAC 7 over by East Street, they came to give an update on 16th Street and the bike pathways. So something like that, and that has a lot of turnout normally. So just things like that to keep the public informed.
Okay,
That's-
amazing.
Transparency.
To go back to like some of the snow stuff that we're talking about, can there be some sort of synergy between the snow emergency stuff and the NACs?
Yeah, always. There's always synergy between anything. That is just the avenue for it. So for sure, yeah.
So people can come and just say like, hey, this is what, like, there wasn't a plow on my street,
Right.
or I was looking for this sidewalk to be clear,
Right.
and all that stuff.
Right. And then it's my job and the NAC coordinator's job to pass it along to the right department.
Oh,
Yeah, but people can also do that on their own by using the iSpires app or a complaint form on the website.
Joanna's so good at plugging things.
The iSpires app.
Yes.
You should probably download the iSpires.
Spires app.
Okay,
Seriously.
so wait, I have a question. I want to go back. So you said there's 12 NACs.
There are.
And so did the city develop those NACs, or was it like the community came together and was like, this is our NAC, this is our NAC?
Because that's a lot.
It is a lot. Yeah. So in September of 2002, the city, I think it was like the 58th administration at the time, came about and they created the NACs from public meetings. So they were hearing things in the public. So the public wanted this to happen.
Oh,
and
okay.
yes, the city made it happen. So it came
Okay.
from the public.
So they were like, we want these little councils where we can get together at a smaller level
Correct.
outside of public meetings and bring our concerns.
And have representation from the city there. Yes.
Are they fun?
They are fun.
Okay.
They can be fun. They can be fun.
It sounds fun to me.
Yes, I feel like there's a notion that it's a lot of complaining, and it can be, but also people just want to be heard and they're passionate about where they live, and I
Yes.
respect it. And
I
it's
love
good to
it.
be in the know so we can take this back and figure things out. Like, we're here to work together. We got to work together to make things better. There's
Yes.
no other way. Like, we can't be working in silos. Like, we got to work together.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, how can residents get involved in who can get involved?
Oh, that's a great question. Anyone can get involved. These are public meetings. Anyone can come from far and wide and hang out with us. Come hang out, learn about the city. But go on the website. There is a special website, a part of the city website that's dedicated to the NACs. You can get all your information there. You can sign up to be a coordinator. You can find out when the meetings are, the time, date, who's coming. So the agendas are publicized on there. The reports from the FPD are on there, Federal Police Department, sorry. And, and the minutes are also on there, which they go back probably 5 years for each. So at least 5 years.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And so when you have the 12 knacks, is it based on like the location you are in the city?
Yes.
Okay, so they're like neighborhoods,
Yes.
like actual neighborhood
Yep.
advisory councils.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Pretty cool,
Do they
right?
have like mascots or anything?
No, that's a good idea.
Listen,
Maybe we should bring you up to a NAC meeting.
listen, I'm going to be at the next NAC meeting.
Please,
But
please.
listen, we talked about Puxatawny Phil, right? And we were talking about, this ties into the mascot, having a mascot for the city of Frederick,
Yes.
Windsor City Bird.
Ooh.
So maybe this is a topic you could bring up at the next, because
I
we were
could.
thinking about naming him.
Oh.
I'm partial to the name Ed.
He's like, ding. I like
it.
Fred, but you can't spell Fred without Ed.
That's
so
right.
there you go.
Oh,
Okay, so Chowan, you have been a wealth of knowledge.
Oh, thank you.
We had no doubt, and we just want to thank you for being with us today. Is there anything else you'd like to say about NAC, staying safe in the snow?
Oh, also, when the snowplows are plowing, please stay a couple of feet back from them. Don't be right behind them because the salt does fly off of that and it might damage your car. So I would definitely trail not closely behind them. It's
That
very
is-
dangerous.
Important reminder.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you to all the people that I work with that helped me do my job because I couldn't do my job without them.
You're very welcome.
She's not talking about us. Okay, guys. Thank you, Chowan, again, and we will be right back.
Thinking about starting a business? In the city of Frederick, your imagination knows no bounds. With the Department of Economic Development's help, you can take the leap to become an entrepreneur. We'll help you fire up your business plan. See the resources around you, build relationships with community partners, and create a clear, clean path to opening your business. Together, we will plant your ideas and watch them grow. Let's get your business off the ground. Contact the City of Frederick for resources to start your small business today.
Because, it happened. Welcome back. I want to remind everybody, stay safe in the snow. And if you'd like to attend some NAC meetings, check out our website for a list of all NAC meeting times and locations, especially if it's snowing and one gets canceled.
Oh, good reminder. And who wouldn't want to attend a NAC meeting with Chowan?
Exactly.
Exactly.
She was fun here.
And
I
she's
can
fun
imagine
there.
how fun it would be at those.
And reminder, you guys, get involved. Attend public meetings. Head to our website. We have public meetings here at City Hall every other week, every other Thursday. You can find out on our website about all volunteer opportunities. HHS is always looking for folks to help out at their community table.
Mhm.
You can find out about Parks and Rec offerings. You can find out about local events. So head to our website and tune into our podcast.
Yes, obviously, the podcast. I just wanted to backtrack just a little bit. We were mentioning the injuries about, shoveling snow.
Oh, yeah.
I injured myself over this weekend.
What did you do?
And it was really dumb.
Oh, no.
So I went to go downstairs and make some breakfast. And
I'm nervous.
I went to go reach for the handrail, and all of a sudden, just like the underarm, chest area, just hurt.
Okay. So you
just
pulled,
hurt. I
you pulled a muscle reaching for a banister.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and it feels better now.
So when you said you are young and spry,
I'm young and spry.
he was lying. So that is a very good reminder that if Ed can get hurt going downstairs, then we all could potentially get hurt shoveling our snow.
Exactly. You know what? It feels better now, but now when I sneeze, I feel like I'm just gonna.
What a good PSA. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. So please be careful out there.
And we want to hear from you guys. We don't want to hear just about your injuries, but we do want to hear from you.
So a good injury story. I'm gonna read it.
So where can they email us?
Well, you can email us at behindthespires@cityoffrederickmd.gov. Just let us know anything, honestly.
And I'm so jazzed because we got a couple emails already.
Yeah.
And we're going to be addressing some of the comments that folks made or the questions that they had in non-snow snow emergency podcast specials, but we'll be addressing those in the upcoming week. So I love it. Like the first email I got.
It was really exciting. It's like, whoa.
You see, we got an email. So Behind the Spires at cityofFrederickmd.gov.
Right.
We want to hear
Behind the
from you.
Spires at cityofFrederickmd.gov. Because again,
3 times Behind the Spires at cityofFrederickmd.gov.
well, now it's forwards.
Okay, forget it. But thank you so much for joining us for this very special snow edition. And thanks for being my podcast co-host again.
Great. You're welcome.
He said, great. We'll be back next week.